Assalamu alaikum. This is Pratusha Burwa. Welcome you all to the English news from Btv Chattogram. Let's begin with the headlines. Chief Advisor Professor Thenews inaugurates month-long Omur Ekushe Book Fair on Bangla Academy and Sohrawardi Udyan premises. Making money may be happiness, but making others happy is super happiness, says Chief Advisor Professor Thenews at 9th Social Business Youth Summit. Bisho Ijtema's first phase underway for second day on bank of the Rock River in Gazipur. February, month of blood-stained language movement, begins today. Hamas hands over 3 Israeli hostages as Israel release 183 Palestinian prisoners in fourth release after ceasefire deal. And Khulna Tigers beat Dhaka Capitals by 6 wickets in Bangladesh Premier League at Sher-e-Bangla National Cricket Stadium. Viewers, those were the headlines, and moving on to the details. The month-long Omur Ekushe Book Fair 2025 has begun on the Bangla Academy and Sohrawardi Udyan premises. Chief Advisor Professor Thenews inaugurated the book fair in the afternoon. The theme for this year's book fair is the July Uprising, Rebuilding a New Bangladesh. Chief Advisor Professor Thenews distributed Bangla Academy Award among the winners. On the occasion, he called upon Bangla Academy to organize subject-wise best writer recognition every year.
একুশের টান প্রজন্মের প্রজন্ম বিস্তৃত হয়েছে, শুধু তাই নয়, এই টান গভীরতর হয়েছে, আমাদেরকে দুঃসাহসী করেছে। ছাত্র জনতার অভ্যুত্থান তারই জ্বলন্ত প্রমাণ। দুঃস্বপ্নের বাংলাদেশকে ছাত্র জনতা নতুন বাংলাদেশে রূপান্তরিত করার জন্য ঝাঁপিয়ে পড়েছিল। তারা অসম্ভবকে সম্ভব করে দেখিয়েছে। আমাদের তরুণ তরুণী, কিশোর কিশোরী রাস্তার দেয়ালে দেয়ালে তাদের স্বপ্নগুলো, তাদের আকাঙ্ক্ষাগুলো, তাদের দাবিগুলো অবিশ্বাস্য দৃঢ়তায় এঁকে দিয়েছে। আমাদের রাস্তার দেয়াল এখন ঐতিহাসিক দলিলে রূপান্তরিত হয়ে গেছে। এগুলির স্থান এখন আমাদের বুকের মধ্যে এবং জাদুঘরে হওয়া ছাড়া আর কোনো বিকল্প নেই। আমি অভিনন্দন জানাচ্ছি বইমেলার উদ্যোক্তাদের। তারা এই দেয়াল চিত্রগুলো মেলায় আসা এবং যাওয়ার পথে সুন্দরভাবে উপস্থাপন করেছেন। বইমেলায় হাজির করার জন্য লেখক লেখিকারা সারা বছর প্রস্তুতি নিতে থাকেন যথাসময়ে নিজ নিজ বই সমাপ্ত করার জন্য। প্রকাশকরা অনেক আয়োজন করেন নিজেদের বইগুলো যথাসময়ে হাজির করার জন্য, গুণগত প্রতিযোগিতা সৃষ্টি করার জন্য এবং আগ্রহ বাড়ানোর জন্য। প্রতি বছর বিষয়ভিত্তিক সেরা লেখক স্বীকৃতির আয়োজন করলে লেখকরা এই স্বীকৃতি পাওয়ার জন্য এবং সেরা লেখকরা সেরা প্রকাশক পাওয়ার জন্য অনেক সহায়ক হবে।
Cultural Affairs Advisor Mustafa Sarwar Farooqi addressed the opening ceremony as the special guest, while Bangla Academy Director General Muhammad Ajam delivered the welcome speech with Bangla Academy President Professor Abul Qasim Fazlul Haq in the chair. Later, the Chief Advisor visited various stalls in the fairground. The Chief Advisor Nobel Laureate Professor Thenews said, "Making money may be happiness, but making others happy is a super happiness." He said this while speaking as a keynote speaker at the 2-day-long 9th Social Business Youth Summit at a hotel in the capital today. Board of Director of YY Ventures and Impact Hub Sadia Hussain and Charge d'Affaires of Netherlands Embassy in Dhaka, Theas Utstra, addressed the program. The event honored the top 5 winners of the social fiction storytelling competitions, including champions Jerin Ibetida Ede. The chief advisor discussed social business while presenting the keynote at the Social Business Summit on the theme "We Change the Country, We Change the World." He promised to create a new Bangladesh as well as a new world. He said, "It is our job, we have to do it." The chief advisor urged everyone to do this.
This is a historical moment that we participate in, and thinking together to build that new Bangladesh. As their dream is new Bangladesh, for the whole world is creating a new world. And that's where it brings us to this summit. Business doesn't mean only profit maximization. There could be another kind of business. Business to solve problems without having any intention of making any money out of it personally. That's it. People say, this is not going to happen. This is not possible. Why should anybody do business not to make money? Making money is the goal of business. I said, that's what you have been told. That's how you made up your mind. Creating a business not to make money is more exciting than creating a business to make money. Very difficult to understand. So we came up with another kind of description of it or elaboration of it. Making money may be happiness, but making other people happy is a super happiness. We are ready for doing more thing in a big way. That's our commitment that we make in Bangladesh. As we create new Bangladesh, we also promise to create new world. That's our job. And we'll do it, get it done.
Around 350 youths from 21 countries are participating in the 9th Social Business Youth Summit. Chief Advisor Professor Yunus exchanged greetings with the participants, who visited the various stalls of the Youth Summit. Amur Ekushi Book Fair, organized by the Chattogram City Corporation, has kicked off at the gymnasium premises adjacent to the city's M.A. Ajit Stadium. Advisor to the Ministry of Housing and Public Works, Adilur Rahman Khan, inaugurated the fair as the chief guest this afternoon. Chattogram City Mayor Dr. Shahadat Hussain presided over the event. Advisor Adilur Rahman Khan said, "Today's book fair is about the struggle for human rights, the struggle against injustice, and struggle against fascist regime. We should remember that we are standing on blood in Bangladesh and our unity must remain unbroken." The organizers said a total of 140 stalls have been allocated to 74 publishers from Chattogram and 44 from Dhaka in the book fair, which will continue till 26th of February. The first phase of Bisho Ijtema is underway for the second day on the bank of Turak River in Gazipur. Hundreds of thousands of pious Muslims from different parts of the country thronged there to take part in the congregation. Many foreign guests are also taking part in the Ijtema. Devotees are passing time at the Ijtema ground through prayers and religious rituals. The first steps of the first phase of the Bisho Ijtema will come to an end tomorrow through the Akhiri Munajat. A two-day-long National Poetry Festival has begun on the Central Library premises of the Dhaka University today with the theme Poetry for Freedom, Equality and Harmony. Munwara Begum, mother of first martyred Abu Said of the anti-discrimination student movement, inaugurated the festival organized by Jatiyo Kobita Porishod. Mustafa Sarwar Farooqi, advisor to the Ministry of Cultural Affairs, was present as the chief guest in the program. Jatiyo Kobita Porishod convener poet Mohon Raihan presided over the inaugural ceremony, while former lawmaker poet Nurul Islam Moni and poet Rejauddin Stalin addressed the event. In her speech, Munwara Begum said Abu Said sacrificed his life for the country. Advisor Mustafa Sarwar Farooqi said, "Poetry and graffiti have inspired everyone in the mass uprising of students and people in 2024. He said, "Poets have to stand by the people in need of time, but in the last 15 years, a group of poets took the side of fascism rather than the people." Earlier tribute was paid at the symbolic Minar in the commemoration of July Revolution martyrs. Head of the Constitution Reform Commission, Professor Dr. Ali Riaz said, the constitution of the country was rewritten 2 times without any mandate. The way for individual autocracy was opened through this constitution. He stressed the need for measures so that no autocrat can come back. Dr. Ali Riaz made these comments at a seminar in the capital today on good governance and democracy in Bangladesh following the mass uprising. Other speakers, including former Justice A.F.M. Abdul Rahman, said the incumbents have to flee if a mass revolution becomes successful, and Sheikh Hasina did it in 2024. Today is the first day of February, the month of blood-stained language movement. On 21st of February in 1952, Salam, Barkot, Rafiq, Shofir Jabbar and a few others were martyred, demanding Bangla to be established as a state language. In exchange of their sacrifice, the Bengali nation got mother tongue status and socio-economic and political spirit. Meanwhile, the month-long Amur Ekushe Book Fair 2025 kicked off today on the Bangla Academy premises. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus inaugurated the fair in the afternoon. The year red, black and white have been chosen as the colors of the fair. Red color is the symbol of revolution, black is the symbol of mourning and white the lamp of hope. The fascist Awami League government fell in the July-August student people mass uprising. Therefore, compared to other years, context of this year's Amur Ekushe Book Fair is also different. This year's fair will highlight the mass uprising. As part of this, July Chattor has been set up at the fair. Now, international news. Hamas handed over 3 Israeli hostages, Yarden Bibas, Ofer Calderon, and U.S. Israeli citizen Keith Siegel, who have crossed the border into Israel. It is the 4th release of hostages since the ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas began on 19 January. Israel released 183 Palestinian prisoners. Buses carrying them have arrived in the occupied West Bank and the Gaza Strip after leaving Israeli prisons. Large crowds gathered to welcome the freed Palestinian prisoners. Meanwhile, the Rafah crossing, which is the sole crossing between Egypt and the Gaza Strip, has reopened after 8 months as the first group of wounded Palestinians have been evacuated to Egypt. A small medical transport plane crashed into several buildings in northeast Philadelphia in the state of Pennsylvania of the USA, killing all 6 on board. The crash showered wreckage over a wide area and sparked blazes, causing extensive damage to homes and vehicles and injuring people on the ground on Friday evening. The plane had been on a medical transport mission carrying a child patient and her mother and 4 crew members, all of whom were Mexican. The plane was traveling to Springfield-Branson National Airport in Maruzi. The aircraft, which the Federal Aviation Administration FAA said was a Learjet 55 executive aircraft, crashed around 11:30 into the densely populated district of the city, packed with homes, shops and busy roads. It had taken off from the northeast Philadelphia airport, the FAA said in a statement, confirming that it would investigate along with the National Transportation Safety Board. The crash in the city of the USA East Coast came just 2 days after a passenger jet and military helicopter collided off Washington's Reagan National Airport, killing 67 people in the deadliest U.S. air disaster in almost a quarter century. Back to national news. Traveling to St. Martin's Island in Cox's Bazar will be restricted for the next 9 months starting today. Ships between Cox's Bazar and the island will not also travel during the period. As a result, no tourists will be able to travel to the island from February, according to the decision taken by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. The period for traveling to the island ended yesterday. The ministry took the decision with a view to protecting the environment and biodiversity of the island. The Department of Environment will hold a month-long program to protect the island while the traveling of tourists will remain restricted. Initiatives will be taken to clean up garbage including plastic bottles and produce and supply pure water to the residents of the island during the program. The authorities also plan to make locals aware of generating electricity from waste and protecting biodiversity of the island.